Hello everybody from Plant Reviews UK. Today is the 29th of March and I'm talking now about the Narcissus Matador. It is a pretty old Narcissus, not really old, like more than 100 years ago, but it's still quite old because it was registered in 1958 and it was raised by Oregon Bulb Farms in Oregon in the USA. This is a Narcissus that has been used extensively for making new varieties of Tazetta Daffodils. Indeed, this one is a Tazetta Daffodil itself. It belongs to the group 8 of the Daffodil classification, Tazetta Daffodils indeed. The plant can grow quite tall. I found that it can grow over 60 centimeters, even if I put it in a pot quite packed, so is obviously a little bit smaller. It is about 40 centimeters in my case, and produces usually 2 to 3 flowers per stem, and I have to say, yeah, we are in the perfect average of number. I have 3 flowers on each stem indeed. Sometimes can produce up to 5 flowers. The tepals are yellowish, as you can see. When the flowers are just open or starting opening, the yellow is stronger. They are a little bit more yellow than when the flower is fully open. You can actually see the difference already between these two flowers. The flowers, sorry, I'm trying to put myself in a way that I don't really cover the sun. You can see the two differences in tone of the tepals. This one is definitely more yellow than the others. This one is more like very pale yellow. This one is a little bit more intense. The corona is a very bright orange at any stage of the flower aging, and it is quite large, even if pretty shallow, as you can see by the side, and it is strongly frilled. The center of the corona is bright green. The petals are quite large, indeed they overlap on each other. About the fragrance, this is a fragrant daffodil, is a scented daffodil, definitely. However, I find the fragrance not as intense as other Tazetta daffodils like the odoratus or the avalanche. The scent itself is very pleasant, is sweet, with a kind of note, a little bit of licorice and peppermint, a little bit like some jonquils and a few tazettas, but these notes are very few. The main is like a sweet and kind of fruity fragrance. To my nose, it smells a little bit of some notes of pineapple. It is definitely an interesting fragrance, even if it's not strong. I would say that as a medium strength, is not particularly strong. However, as a type of scent, to me is absolutely pleasant. I love fruity fragrances, so this is a daffodil that I can definitely recommend if you like collecting fragrant daffodils, or if you like fruity fragrances. If you like fragrances that really waft through the air, this one I believe is not really great for you, because as I said, it's not a very strong fragrance. Go if you like very strong fragrances for the avalanche, for example, on the geranium, that are incredibly fragrant Tazetta daffodils. However, you find some more very strong fragrant Tazetta daffodils. Obviously, on my YouTube channel I have a playlist on very sweetly scented and very strongly scented daffodils, with all the comments and my opinions about their fragrance. So hopefully you will find it interesting. About the cultivation of this daffodil, this is I would say a pretty average daffodil. Needs well drained soil and ideally full sun, or at least partial shade. you need to plant the bulbs about 10 centimeters deep or 10 centimeters apart in the ground. In a pot, obviously, you will need to put them a bit more packed, and the leaves will start growing between late autumn and winter, and this variety will bloom between late winter and early spring. After the blooms fade, the leaves will continue to keep green. The leaves are kind of bluish green for a few more weeks until they will die down between late spring and early summer, when the bulbs go dormant. And it is very important then to keep the bulbs as dry as possible. So if they're in a pot, don't water it, put it in a cool dry place, or another option is to lift the bulbs either from the pot or from the ground if you have them on the ground. Otherwise, if you prefer to keep them on the ground, definitely you can. Just be sure not to make the area where these daffodils grow too waterlogged, because when the bulbs are resting in summer, they are more sensitive to rotting. So it is very important that you place the bulbs in very well drained soil. As usual, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, would be great if you can please give a thumbs up, and also if you like this video and my other videos on my YouTube channel, would be great if you can please subscribe. It is completely free for you, but in this way YouTube get a knowledge that people like my videos, and therefore in turn can help me to promote my channel and support me. As usual, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.